Hare Krishna. We have been seeing that modern men have been trying to find out what is there in space, how many planets are there in space, and recently they have been trying to enter into moon planet by sending rockets, and they also claim that they have sent some human beings to moon planet. So is this the way of entering moon planet? Sending some robots or sending human beings through rockets? Even in the past, men have tried to travel into other planets, but in a different way. From the Vedic scriptures, we understand that there are 14 planetary systems and there are living beings in each and every planetary system. In each and every planetary system, there are innumerable planets and each planet is filled with living beings. So, in the upper planetary systems, which are also called Svarga Loka, there are living beings who are highly pious and they are living long duration of life with thousands of times more material enjoyment than on this earth. Earth belongs to the middle planetary systems and there are lower planetary systems where living beings live even there. They are also called hellish planet. So, who lives where is decided by one's own karma, one's own action. It's explained by Lord Krishna that Urdham gachanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasa jaganya guna vrittistha adho gachanti tamasa. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planet. Those in the mode of passion live on earthly planet. And those in the mode of ignorance go down to the hellish planet. This is the general criteria of deciding who lives where. Those who are in the mode of goodness, they elevate to higher planets. Those in the mode of passion, they stay in the earthly planets. And those who are in the mode of ignorance, they degrade to hellish planet. The modern men of the current society, the current generation of man on earth, are mostly in the mode of passion and ignorance. They are not in the mode of goodness because they don't have the qualities of goodness, which is also called sattva guna. Kamo dhamma tapas shaucham shantir arjavam evacha jnanam vijnana mastikyam brahma karma svabhavachan. Krishna explains the features of a person in sattva guna. One who controls his mind, one who controls his senses, one who is simple, one who is clean, one who is tolerant, one who performs sacrifices, one who knows what is this creation, who is God, what is life, who am I, one who knows Brahma Vidya, one who knows I am not this body, I am spirit soul, one who knows that there is the Supreme Lord, Krishna, who is beyond this material creation, and one who follows the principles of the Vedic scriptures, he is a person in Sattva Guna. Now, how many people on earth nowadays know these things? Most of them are in the mode of passion. They think that I am this body and they want to enjoy bodily pleasures. By hook or crook, they want to earn money and they want to enjoy bodily pleasures even by committing sinful activities like meat eating, drinking alcohol or drugs and illicit sex and intoxication and gambling. So they are into all sorts of sinful activities. So those are in the mode of passion and ignorance, they are not qualified to enter into the higher planetary system. So the modern men's attempt to go to the moon planet or Mars planet or the sun planet, it is an intrusion into the laws established by the Supreme Lord. Just like if some other nation enters into our nation, it is illegal and severe action will be taken by the government if people from other nation try to intrude into our nation. In the same way, if man who is in the mode of passion or ignorance tries to enter into the planets which are in the mode of goodness, which are allowed only for those who are in the mode of goodness, it is an intrusion and it is illegal. And such actions will not be tolerated by those who are situated in the higher planets, and they'll face severe consequences for breaking the laws of nature. In the Bhagavad Gita, we see Lord Krishna has explained the general principle of how to enter into other planetary systems. Krishna says, Antavattu phalam teshan tadbhavati alpamedasan devan deva yajoyanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. So Krishna is clearly telling that those who worship the devatas or the demigods who are in charge of those planets, they enter into the planets of the demigod. So Krishna tells the same thing again in the Bhagavad Gita. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitru vrataha bhutani yanti bhutebhya yanti mat yajino apiman. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors. And those who worship me will live with me. So clearly, if we have to go to the moon planet, first of all, we have to please moon god by worshipping moon god. There are various yajnas, sacrifices recommended in the scriptures to worship different devatas. And by pleasing those devatas of those respective planets, after giving up this earthly body, we'll have to take moonly body or sunly body suitable to live in different planets will be provided to us. Just like in order to live in water, we need different kind of body. Human being cannot live in water, because to live in water, we need a body which is suitable to live in water, like aquatics body. Aquatics cannot live on land because they don't have bodies to live on land. In the same way, to live in moon, we need a particular kind of body suitable to live in moon. If we have to live in sun, we need a particular kind of body to live in sun. To live in Mars, we need a particular kind of body suitable to live in Mars. Just by sending a rocket or sending human beings with some space suit, these are all artificial, and it is illegal, and it is intrusion. It is against the laws of nature. So modern man should understand that even though he wants to enter into other planets, he has to learn how to enter into other planets. He has to take permission from those respective gods ruling those planets and seek permission. And once he is qualified, then he has to change his earthly body. He has to take a body suitable to live in those planets, and then he can go and live. But Krishna says that there is no ultimate benefit in entering into any of the planets in this world, because antavattu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpamedasan. Krishna is criticizing, Krishna is chastising that those who try to enter into even heavenly planets, they are unintelligent, because the fruits enjoyed in heavenly planets are temporary. What's the use of going to the moon or sun and living there for a long duration? Anyway, duration of life will get over and we have to die. There are miseries even in the higher planetary systems. So Krishna says, you better give up this material body and enter into the spiritual planet. Spiritual planets are eternal, they never get destroyed, and you are spiritual, you are spirit soul. You enter into the spiritual world and live with me forever. In that way, you will solve all problems of life. So Krishna says that Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha tamsiddhim paramam gataha. Krishna says, after attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. So here very clearly, a symptom of a Mahatma is clearly told by Krishna, that Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti. The meaning of a Mahatma is one who enters into the spiritual planet by worshipping Krishna. He is called a Mahatma, not some politician who fights for some freedom of a nation. He is not a Mahatma. Mahatma is a person who has established his loving devotion with Supreme Lord Krishna, and he has become qualified to enter into the spiritual planet of Krishna. He is called a Mahatma because he has achieved the highest perfection of life. So we have to understand clearly that the modern man's attempt to send rockets or robots to moon planet or Mars planet or sun planet by spending crores of rupees is actually a waste of time. What we will do by sending some robots and clicking some images, what are we ultimately going to do? When we are not qualified to go and live there with these earthly bodies, what is the use of getting some dust or rocks and showing to the people here? It is simply useless waste of time and money. Better to take the advice of Bhagavad Gita. If we want to go to even heavenly planets, we have to perform the sacrifices recommended in the scriptures to please those gods living in the heavens, and then give up this earthly body and go and live there and enjoy heavenly pleasures for some time. And Kshine Punya Martya Lokam Vishanti. After that heavenly pleasures, credits are over, we will have to again take birth here on earthly planet and again continue working. So instead of that, it's better to worship Supreme Lord Krishna and give up this material body and enjoy with Krishna forever. So this is the recommendation of the scriptures, the recommendation of Lord Krishna, who is the best well-wisher of all living beings, is not to make any such attempt of entering into the moon or sending rockets to the moon and spending crores of rupees and wasting money. Better worship Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.